Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to my movie review. Well, my trailer review for The Mummy 2017 reboot. That's right, I'm not talking about the Brandon Fraser 1999 version or the Boris Karloff 1932 version, which I'm actually going to get to because I feel like you need to actually know the kind of tone that they're trying to go for before actually going into the trailer review itself. So first off, the Boris Karloff 1932 Mummy was the old black and white classic mummy movie, which is very dark for its time. It's very scary for its time. It may be kind of cheesy now, but man, was it a good movie during that time period, because it actually set the tone for other monsters and stuff like that. You also had Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You had the Wolfman. You had the Invisible Man. All these movies were classics. And if you haven't seen any of these, I recommend that you actually go forth and watch them so that way you can actually understand the tone and stuff like that they're trying to aim for this movie, because it's going to be a total different tone than what the Brandon Fraser movie was doing, because it added in some horror, but it also added in some comedy as well, and that mixed well for that time that they were doing it. But I'm glad that they're going back to the fact that they're adding in a lot of dark stuff to it. They're also adding some horror into it. That's what I like about it. It's going to be another shared universe, which they actually did during the time period in the 1930s and so forth. And I actually have to say this. From watching this trailer, and stuff like that, I've been keeping an eye on the news and everything, of course. But at first, when they announced that they're remaking The Mummy, I'm like, okay, they're gonna make it dark, check. They're gonna have the horror element back into it, check. Because I actually want this to be scary. Now, from judging from the trailer itself, they have Tom Cruise in this movie. And I like Tom Cruise in certain amount of movies and stuff like that. I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan, but still, Top Gun is still one of my favorite movies. But with that being said, this movie actually completely did a whole 360 on me, because at first I went from, okay, the teaser trailer kind of looks interesting. And then it went from being kind of interesting to be really interesting. Now, here's what sold me. Number one, you actually see the attention inside the airplane and everything. You actually get to see the mummy coffin. You actually get to see this whole entire intensity where there's not hardly any dialogue from Tom Cruise or anything like that. You see him in an airplane. Next thing you know it, his airplane comes crashing down. And then next thing you know it, he winds up in a morgue. And come to find out, he's alive. So you have that element to it, and then you also actually have the mummy, which is actually going to be a female mummy this time, which is something that I think that's totally different, and it also is some diversity rather than having a male role into it. You actually have a female role into it, and I'm actually sold on that idea because it's something new, something fresh, something that I think that a female role could actually do for this movie. Now, I hope that I actually get to see more from the second trailer, because I actually do want to see one more trailer before actually going to see this movie. But from a trailer standpoint, from this point on, I'm actually sold on this idea. I'm actually sold on the shared universe that Universal Studios is trying to shoot out right now. And I like the fact that Dr. Jekyll is actually going to be, maybe do a cameo. I'm hoping that the cameos are not rushed or anything like that, or they serve a purpose rather than what it's forced, because we actually saw what it's like when it's forced, like the Ghostbusters, where we saw these cameos. And I'm hoping that they don't do it with this movie at all, because I don't want nothing forced in this. I like the fact that you have Johnny Depp playing the Invisible Man. You have not Kurt Russell, but you have Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll. And I like the Dr. Jekyll role. I've always liked Dr. Jekyll as a horror character. So that's the main things that I really like about that, because you actually get to see small doses of what they're trying to do. And another thing too is, yes, they were supposed to have the Dracula Untold thing to actually launch this thing, but with the fact that, hey, it bombed, and not only that, but audiences didn't really care for it. So I'm not 100% sure if they're going to actually get Colin Farrell back again, or I forgot who the actor was per se that played in that movie, because I didn't see that movie because I heard bad things about it, and I just didn't care anything about that movie. And to find out that it bombed, I've never hoped for a movie to bomb or anything. I'm hoping for it to be successful. But considering the fact that it bombed tells me that maybe they're not going to go with that route of putting that version of Dracula in it. They might actually go another route. So we're just going to have to wait and see. So with that being said, I actually enjoyed the trailer for The Mummy, the 2017 trailer reboot. I'm actually on board with this. I just want to see one more trailer so that way I can actually see more dialogue, more of the character chemistry and stuff like that. But as for anything else, I actually enjoyed it. So tell me what you guys think. Did you like The Mummy 2017 reboot trailer? What didn't you like about the trailer? Tell me below. I'd like to know, because it doesn't matter what I think, it's matter what you guys think, and that's all I care about. So don't forget to give me the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, bye-bye.